Don Khouri is an executive coach who helps dentists run their practice like a smart, successful business. He has 15 years of experience in the dental industry and understands firsthand the frustrations and opportunities available in a dental practice. Whether it's too little free time, or too few patients, or both, Don helps dentists create increased personal success in their practice and in their professional lives.
Don, is it really possible to have $1 million dental practice while working fewer hours?
Absolutely, Sean. With as few as 1,000 active patients, the dental practice can achieve $1 million in production. So in this seminar, we'll walk through all the logistics of how you build $1 million practice, what you need for staff and facilities and overhead and the number of days you need to work. And you know what the best part is? The dentist can do it all on 4 days a week. I'm thinking of this practice outside of Boston that I worked with that had 2,000 patients. The dentist was running around crazy, not happy with the pace. So she ended up cutting back to fewer days, focused on the type of patient that she really wanted, and that was consistent with her standard of care, and is so much happier now. So all of that is possible. And, there's another practice, another fortune practice I'm thinking about that in the last 2 years, in the midst of the recession, grew from 700,000 to 1.4 million to 2.1 million, all by focusing just on these few key principles that we'll talk about.
Now, somebody listening to this, they might not have 1,000 patients or 2,000 patients. Will you also cover ways to increase the number of patients?
Yes, we're going to talk about marketing a bit and the 4 components of marketing, and we'll share some ideas on how to get new patients in the door, really starting the day after you attend the seminar. And some of those will require 0 to very little investment, and others a bit more sophisticated that may need a bit more investment. So getting from your current patient base to where you need to be is part of what we'll cover.
And you say 1,000, just 1,000 patients would be enough to create that $1 million practice.
Yes, absolutely.
And let me ask you this. What is it in your experience that usually stops dentists from having $1 million practice in the first place?
It's a really interesting question, Sean, and what comes to mind for me is there are some dentists who have developed a belief system that's really limiting them from reaching their goals and more production. And we all develop beliefs, and some of them we're very conscious of, and some of them we're not conscious of. And so I like to ask dentists, what would happen if you had a belief that every patient that walks into your practice deserves the best you have to give? Or what if you believe that every patient that walks into the practice deserves and can afford high-quality care? I bet that'll change the way that you present treatment to the patients, and it will certainly change the way treatment is accepted by your patients. So just a few simple ideas we'll talk about in that space as well.
Okay, great. I know you packed a lot into this upcoming seminar. So where can people go to sign up, and how do they sign up?
Yeah, the easiest way is just go right online to fortuneboston.com/million, and I'll just spell that out just in case. It's F as in Frank, ORTUNEBOSTON.com/million. Or folks can give me a call directly if they prefer, 617-275-2554. We've got 50 slots available, and registrations are coming in. I even just before we started the chat, I checked email, and there were a couple of other folks that had registered. So the sooner the better on that.
All right. Thank you, Don.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sean.